Have you ever wondered if your finances are truly under control, or if you're unknowingly living beyond your means? What if the lifestyle you think you can afford is actually pushing you further into debt? In this video, I'll share 5 key signs that indicate you might be living beyond your financial limits. Recognizing these signs is the first step to taking control of your finances and setting yourself on the path to financial stability. So let's dive in. 1. Your credit card balance never hits zero. One of the most obvious signs that you're living beyond your financial limits is when your credit card balance never hits zero. Many people get into the habit of making minimum payments on their credit card bills, but the balance continues to grow because they're using the card to fund purchases they can't truly afford. Even if you're not paying high interest because you pay your bill on time each month, your balance could still be growing without you noticing. This is what I like to call credit card float. The problem with credit card float is that it's easy to convince yourself that you're managing your debt well because you're not paying interest. But the reality is, as your balance increases, you're still using credit for things you cannot afford. This can create a vicious cycle where you constantly carry a balance and never truly pay it off. Even though you may not be paying interest, you're still sinking deeper into debt without realizing it. If you're not careful, this credit card flow can easily spiral out of control, especially if you're living paycheck to paycheck. It's tempting to swipe your card when you want something, but every purchase adds to your debt, and eventually, it becomes harder to manage. The longer you continue this cycle, the more it will hinder your ability to save and build wealth. So what should you do? The most effective solution is to stop using your credit cards until you have completely paid off your balance each month. It's essential to get your balance down to zero to avoid allowing debt to accumulate. This will require discipline and planning, but taking control of your credit cards is one of the most important steps in getting back on track financially. 2. Lifestyle creep is sneaking in. Have you ever gotten a pay raise and suddenly found yourself spending more than usual? Maybe you upgraded your car, went on an extra vacation, or started eating out more often. While small upgrades are okay, it's easy to let lifestyle creep sneak in. This happens when increased income leads to increased spending without you even noticing. Your extra income gets absorbed by bigger bills or spontaneous purchases, and before you know it, you're no better off financially despite earning more. Lifestyle creep can feel like a reward for your hard work, but it's actually just a way to keep you stuck in the cycle of spending. The more money you make, the more you tend to spend, even if you don't really need those new things. The key here is to resist the urge to inflate your lifestyle as soon as you get a pay raise or bonus. If you fall into the lifestyle creep trap, you might find yourself in debt despite earning a higher income. This can create the illusion that you're financially comfortable, when in fact, you're just spending more as you earn more. Over time, you can end up feeling like you're living paycheck to paycheck, even with a higher salary, because you're constantly upgrading your lifestyle to match your new income. Instead of spending all that extra income, commit to saving or investing it. Automate your savings or contributions to retirement accounts like your 401k or Roth IRA. You won't miss the money, and your financial future will thank you for it. If you can commit to saving a portion of every pay raise or bonus, you will be on your way to building long-term wealth. 3. You rely on buy now, pay later services. The buy now, pay later (BNPL) services are becoming more popular, but they can quickly lead to debt if you're not careful. These services make it easy to make purchases and spread payments over time, but they often create a false sense of financial security. Just because you don't have to pay up front doesn't mean you can afford it. Relying on BNPL is a sign that you're spending beyond your means. The problem is that BNPL services allow you to accumulate multiple payments without feeling the immediate pinch, and before you know it, you're juggling several payments that are all due at once. In addition, late fees or interest can quickly pile up, adding to your financial burden. These services are a dangerous trap that can leave you with more debt than you initially intended. If you're using BNPL services frequently, you're essentially accumulating multiple small debts, which can easily snowball into larger financial problems down the road. The problem with BNPL is that it makes you feel like you're not taking on debt, when, in reality, you're just spreading it out over time, and the interest and fees can quickly pile up. To avoid falling into this trap, start by creating a wish list of the things you want to buy. Instead of using BMPL, commit to saving for those items and paying for them in full once you have the money. This might take longer, but you'll feel a much greater sense of accomplishment when you purchase something with money you've saved up for. By giving yourself time to save and plan for purchases, you'll build stronger financial habits and avoid getting caught in the cycle of debt. 4. You have no cushion between paychecks. Living paycheck to paycheck can be stressful, especially when you don't have a financial cushion between your paydays. This is one of the clearest signs that you're living beyond your financial means. If your bank balance is constantly near zero and you find yourself counting down the days until your next paycheck, it's time to reevaluate your financial situation. Having a buffer between paychecks gives you peace of mind and prevents you from scrambling to cover unexpected expenses. It also gives you flexibility to handle small emergencies without going into debt. A good rule of thumb is to have at least $500 in your checking account at all times, and ideally, a few months' worth of living expenses in a separate emergency fund. If you don't have a cushion, start by cutting back on unnecessary spending and setting up an automatic savings plan. Even if it's only a small amount, regularly saving will help you build a buffer over time. The more you save, the more financial security you'll have, which will make it easier to manage your finances without the stress of living paycheck to paycheck. Without a cushion, you're constantly walking a tightrope financially, and one unexpected expense can send you into panic mode. By building a cushion between paychecks, you create a sense of security that will allow you to navigate your financial life more confidently and comfortably. 5. You are skipping saving for spending. If you're prioritizing spending over saving, you're living beyond your financial means. It's tempting to spend money on entertainment, vacations, or dining out, but if you're not consistently saving for your future, you're putting yourself at financial risk. Month after month, you may find yourself spending on things you don't need and skipping your savings goals. This behavior can delay your financial success and lead to long-term struggles. One of the best ways to correct this is to make saving a priority. Treat savings like a bill that must be paid every month, and automate your savings or investment contributions. This way, you'll pay yourself first before spending on anything else. Even small contributions can add up over time, and once you build a habit of saving, you'll be able to enjoy the things you want without sacrificing your financial future. By automating savings, you remove the temptation to spend that money. It's important to make this a regular part of your routine, so that it becomes as automatic as paying bills. When you prioritize saving and investing for the future, you'll build financial security and be able to enjoy more of the things you want without worrying about money in the long run. Living beyond your financial limits doesn't always mean making drastic, life-changing decisions. Often, it's the small habits that gradually add up and create financial stress. If you notice any of these signs in your life, don't panic. Awareness is the first step toward regaining control over your finances. Start by taking small actions to address these issues. Automate savings, avoid lifestyle creep, and prioritize paying off debt. By making smarter financial decisions today, you'll set yourself up for a more secure and prosperous future. If you want more tips on budgeting, investing, and managing money, make sure to check out my other videos. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe button to keep learning and improving your financial habits.